guy you know. He's that guy in that show. That guy in that show.
Hey, thanks, Prof. Yes, this week's That Guy That Was in That Show is Dennis Dugan. Prof, can you please enlighten myself and the rest of the listeners about the long, talented, varied career and still active one of Dennis Dugan?
Yeah, you betcha. Dennis Dugan was born Dennis Barton Dugan on September 5th, 1946. He's 79 years old, and he's still alive. And he was born in Wheaton, Illinois, USA. His mom was a housewife, and his dad was an insurance exec, and he went to what is now DePaul University for acting and started his career in New York City. A little trivia note, he is married to Joyce Van Patten. So on television, he was in MASH. That's one of the things that I first remember seeing him in MASH. He was on a show, The Sixth Sense, not the movie. He does not see dead people. He may see Adam Sandler, but not dead people. He was in The Girl Most Likely To, Mod Squad, The Waltons, Cannon, Columbo, The Rockford Files. There's some of our big hitters there. Alice, Rich Man, Poor Man, Hill Street Blues, and Moonlighting, among many others. In movies, he was in Harry and Walter Go to New York, Can't Buy Me Love, She's Having a Baby, The New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking, Parenthood, Supertrain. I love that movie. Hunter, Doogie Howser, MD. Oh, that was a TV show. And other TV shows he was in was L.A. Law, Picket Fences, and Chicago Hope. He was a director as well, or he is a director, I should say. Some of the movies he directed were Problem Child, Brain Donors, Saving Silverman, National Security. He directed Happy Gilmore and Big Daddy, and including an episode of Moonlighting, Ally McBeal, NYPD Blue, The Benchwarmers, I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, You Don't Mess with the Zohan, Grown Ups, and Beverly Hills Ninja. So that is quite a career that Mr. Dugan had. Chris, what are some of your memories of the great and talented Dennis Dugan?
Thank you, Prof. To me, there was this sort of shucksy kind of vibe to me with Dennis Dugan in his early acting career. I probably first saw him as the semi-recurring character Richie Brockelman on the Rockford Files. And he was in the episodes The House on Willis Avenue and Never Send a Boy King to Do a Man's Job. I think that one might have been a two-parter. He'd later get a short-lived spin-off series playing the same title character titled, what else? Richie Brockelman, Private Eye. Prof, other memorable parts for me were in The Howling. Prof, you mentioned MASH. He did 2 guest appearances as 2 different characters in Colonel Potter's son-in-law. And he did 4 appearances. 4 ? Because I thought it was more. Where he played a character named Captain Freedom on Hill Street Blues. And this was a guy who would just go out and put on a superhero costume and try to fight crime. Wow. But he took one risk too far, and his character was shot and killed. And this was perhaps inevitably because he was just so inept and so naive at what he did. And I think his final words as characters was, "Stop this criminal act." And it was just so sad just to see this character perish in such a way. I wish they could have done more with him, but such as it was a memorable part. He was in the Columbo, The Last Salute to the Commodore, and I have to confess, I had no idea about his directing credits until we did some research for this segment. Full disclosure, I really like Adam Sandler as a comedian. I am not a huge fan of his movies. Please don't come at me. But I really thought it was cool to learn that he had just such a range of perhaps as many directing credits, seemingly with just as many acting credits, including these great little appearances in the Adam Sandler movies.
So this week's That Guy in That Show is Dennis Dugan.
He's that guy you know. He's that guy in that show.